Just a preliminary hearing where we address a few matters. I do not want you to talk about your case. All your statements are being recorded. Any sort of confession, admission of guilt, any statements that can be used against you later at trial to prove your guilt, all being recorded. I advise you do not talk about your case. Don't talk about the facts of your case, the circumstances, or the allegations. If I ask you a question, it's going to be a question that does not bear on guilt or innocence. Questions like what's your name, what's your date of birth, do you want an attorney, things like that. Answer my questions directly. Don't volunteer any additional information. The purpose of the first appearance hearing is to advise you of your right to counsel. I understand from Mr. Teddy you'd like the public defender appointed to your case, to advise you of what the charges are, the maximum penalties. In this case, we have an indictment that's been handed down by the grand jury, so there's no questions. Usually we talk about probable cause for an arrest at a first appearance hearing, but we are past that point. And then ultimately to talk about the possibility of pretrial release, and then, of course, what your next court date would be. Ms. Arnold, we've got 4 counts of murder in the first degree and 1 count of murder in the second degree. Is that correct?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. My understanding, the first 4 counts of first degree murder are capital offenses. I understand that the state, upon conviction at trial, will be seeking the imposition of the death penalty from the jury and the judge. So very serious offenses. And then the murder in the second degree offense, the 5th count, that's a first degree felony. It's punishable by up to life imprisonment. So you got 4 capital felonies and a first degree felony punishable by up to life imprisonment. Ms. Arnold, anything you want to address to the court?
No, Your Honor, I do notice that Judge Sanders issued a KPS based on the indictment with no bond on each count, and the state would request no bond on each count of the indictment.
I'm going to be inclined, based on the risk of flight, to go with that and to order that there be no bond in this case. Pending the next court date, which is your next court date, Mr. Jones, is going to be November 12th at 9 a.m. Mr. Jones, you do want a public defender appointed to you, correct? Mr. Tedder was saying you already got a public defender, and you want a public defender to be appointed to represent you.
Yes, Your Honor.